This is the nation's number one station for news, talk, and sports. Nigeria Info, the frequency 99.3. My name is Chuma Noli. In here representing the team alongside the guys who are here. Overdose in the building right now. Adeze Michael in here too. And my guy still here. You're going to hear his voice again shortly. What's up, Diesel? Welcome. Good evening to you.
My brother, I'm very, very well. It's good to be here always, you know. I just feel the ambience. When I walked into the studio, you know, I felt the ambience.
I could feel the sense too when I came in from your effects from you.
I mean, you see, my brother, it's time we started smelling nicely. Even if we don't have too much money, let's smell nice. At least is what we owe our neighbors.
Neighbors will say,
you understand? Because the other time I went to see somebody and what was coming from him was greater than what was coming from. I say no, you know. So please, wherever you are, even if you don't have money, smell nice, eat well.
Mention the person's name.
No, I can't do that on live radio.
One plot for this guy.
One plot,
yeah.
And again, even as you are giving me one plot, please. May they not plot our downfall. You understand?
No.
People that
let's just keep plotting the right graphs.
Exactly.
Am I allowed to continue?
Please continue, Your Excellency.
OON National Honors for Team. OON National Honors for Team, Coach and Technical Team. 100,000 US dollars for each player. It's not yet over. There are other goodies coming. 50,000 US dollars for coach and technical team, each member. And wait for the final icing on the cake. One plot each for players, coach, and technical team.
All right, I've just been thinking about it. I could give Azubike Onicha one plot in Akbabuyo, a place in Cross River State. Meet me later after the show, Azubike, to get that from me. Adeze Michael is in here too. Good evening to you, Adeze.
Hi, good evening, Chuma. Good evening, everybody.
One plot for you.
Yes, we actually need 5 plots somewhere in Abuja.
They give you one, you see now 5.
I need 5.
Now why they know they do good thing for people?
I don't think that Nigerians...
Collect the one first.
Nigerians have not witnessed something like this before. It is strange, it is alien, it is incredible, it is incredulous. I could go on and on, but the reality is that some persons call it campaign 2027, but I don't think it has anything to do with the politicking. But I just feel like this is a president that likes to reward success. Not just success. I think there's an affinity with sports.
I remember we had that conversation.
Yes,
you know,
there's an affinity with sport. It's so obvious. There's something about him and sports, like that. These girls, just 8 days apart, is doling out almost 8 billion on cash rewards, apartments, and so he's a lavish father.
If someone would take your mind back to the AFCON,
the one they won silver medal.
They actually didn't win, right?
Yeah.
They got ON and what else?
I think their own was MON.
MON, okay.
And plots of land.
They didn't get plots of land, but it was not so.
Was there any financial?
I don't remember at the moment. Maybe somebody help us. Nigerians are complaining because they've not seen some. But this is the normal. This is how it should be. Somebody is setting the precedent.
I know they got awards. MON also.
Yeah, no, we know about the.
This is how it should. This is standard. So maybe we should get used to it. Maybe the next president coming in should understand that sports itself is probably the only thing that brings good news to Nigerians now. Please look at other sectors.
It wouldn't be a challenge. Like I said,
look at other sectors.
I did a bit of a breakdown of what the average basketball player in the WNBA, which is actually the biggest basketball league in the world, earns. They earn less than $2,000 on the average weekly. So on an annual basis, it's just around 100,000 for the highest earners. 86 to say $100,000. The highest you see is 102,000 from the research I made just after this money was doled out. So they've actually earned what a WNBA player will earn in a year.
I'm sure they actually saw the research and did some soul searching to actually say, okay, you know what, let's give these girls 100,000.
I bet they never did because what the men earn is way higher. Men earn in their 30s of millions on the average. So it's really huge. It's big. But I and Juma spoke about something earlier, which has been our concern. When would we have a league that we can really call our own? When are we going to start seeing our own local-based players compete with these top guys who came in from, no disrespect to Izine Kalu, wonderful player. These girls have really helped us. Before now, we had the likes of Adora Elon. Currently, we also have Ami Okonkwo, the player of the tournament, back to back.
Stella Goke has been around for a while now.
Yeah, Victoria Macaulay is 34, going to 35. She's also been playing with the team for a while. All of these girls are based. They were actually born abroad. You get a point now. The local base. This lady, what's her name? Majanatu Musa.
Yeah, Musa.
Like I mentioned earlier, at the quarterfinals, she was one of the players contesting for the MVP. She was the only Nigerian at the time before the likes of Emi Okonkwo took over, and we had Izine Kalu also do wonderfully well to get to that height. So if she could come from Air Warriors in Nigeria here, from nowhere in the north, to become the MVP of that league, then travel abroad to Spain, play in the lower rungs in Spain, and she was almost to show you that there's a possibility she would have won the MVP of this same event we're talking about. That's to show you that there are talents right here.
You just have to invest.
Ojonowa didn't play too many of the games. Maybe just sparring she featured. Maybe one of the games she played. She didn't play so much because it was about winning this and making it happen, and we understand the fact. The coach, Rina Wakama, knew what she wanted and she got it. She was the only female coach. And she needed to do it against every other man in that event. Now she's done it back to back, the first ever.
I wonder, you see what a man can do, a woman can do better. That's why she
in this climb it happens.
Wakama wants to talk.
I'm grateful, first of all, for God just for putting us here in this position to be able to win again. I'm thankful for my girls, my queens. Without them, nothing's possible. They go through so much things. They are the definition of a true professional. This is what they do, all right? And I'm glad that they've been able to reap the benefits of their work. So shout out to them. Shout out to the NBBF, our support, our village. We have a long way to go as a country, but the future looks bright.
The words of Rena Wakama, the coach of Nigeria's D Tigress, having led us to win a 5th consecutive AfroBasket title. Here have final lines in the intro of that press conference of hers. There's still a lot that needs to be done for this country. And she knows sometimes it looks like it's just the icing on the cake. The cake itself feels like stone, but the icing there makes it look really glorious. And that's why I moved this conversation beyond courtside into this part of the show and still have us doing the studio. There's in here overdose as well, and myself and you out there. Yeah, you guys were talking about the AFCON and the Super Eagles in 2024 when they returned, finishing second in that competition. We know that they got the OON national honor from the president, and then also were given a flat and a plot of land each, at the end of that experience. I believe that there was always going to be reward, right? Yeah. And it's great that there is reward. I'm so excited to have the reward. But to be honest with you, from my personal thoughts, I feel that the fact that it's as much as $100,000, it's difficult for me not to add a bit of politics to that with 2 years there's so much conversations on social media. To be honest with you, that's my personal thought, though. I think that $50,000 would have felt modest, but $100,000 to me looks like, let us make a statement. And you hear what everybody is now saying, having conversations like, the best thing that has ever happened, the best thing, which is great. These players deserve to have this. As I just shared now, that you play for an entire year in the biggest women's basketball league in the world, and you get an average of $100,000, $80,000 to $102,000. Now you've just won one tournament, you get $100,000. So it's a life-changing experience for you as a player. And I think these players deserve all of that. But I'm saying, the structure, do we have it to sustain this consistency?
No.
The indoor sports hall of the National Stadium here in Lagos
is dead on arrival.
Is nothing close to anything that we should have.
No, it's dead.
Nigeria hosted a qualifying series for one of these championships, basketball, about 2 years ago. They had to go to a cool hotel. It's a cool hotel basketball court.
Yeah.
The entire country cannot provide a basketball court like Rwanda has that is world class. And we're just dashing. It's great, we're giving money, but we should also channel some of these sums into organizing the platform to ensure that talents keep coming out. This is August of 2025. August. We're 4 months away from the year, and there's not been an organized basketball league in this country. So where is the structure and foundation to sustain this success beyond just depending on Nigerians who were born abroad, who have enjoyed the brilliance of that facility and have come to win trophies for us? How many have we been able to bring from the Nigerian league to become stars in our national team too? So I think that these are conversations we should have beyond just the hailing of giving money to us for winning. How can we sustain this winning if all of our dependence is on Nigerians who were born abroad? What happens to those who are in this part of the world? That's my thought on this one too. But I'll open the floor for you guys to speak to. Guys, it's game on. This is Femi and the gang in the studio. We have one play money for you as always. *347 *880 *3#. You can use that to play. *347 *880 *3#. Or you can use the website www.oneplay.ng. That's www.oneplay.ng. It's going to cost you only 500 naira for each entry of yours, and that could be enough to make you one of the lucky persons to get 40,000 naira each on the show for tonight. When you play, please have your phone close to you, because those calls will be coming through before 10 p.m. Back to you guys, Azu, Overdose and Adeze. I am saying it's great that we're winning these things, but these successes seem to be blinding us to the major problems we have in sports in this country.
You wouldn't run away from the fact that it is political. I had to just quickly comment because I think you made a great point. I heard the vice president say, and I'm going to reiterate that point again, hailing and speaking so well of Musa Kida. The first point we held with was the fact that there were issues between him and the former president of the MBBF. You cannot talk about that for 2 terms. And we keep hearing, I actually used my money to pay these girls' flights and stuff. It got tiring. If you're a president and you understand this game and how it works, you will know that you're sitting on a keg of... I
see that the private sector have not tapped into
it. You get my point.
I use my
and you have talent.
For how many years now?
I just spoke about the league that was cut short. A big league normally, we don't have a standard league. Yeah, we manage what we've got. But can we even keep that consistency from what we used to have before now? Now, 3 teams pulled out. Then they got to the place where they wanted to play a league. This is just a week ago. I'm not talking about months back. And the teams that got to play the games were locked out. No way to go in. They never pay us our money. Man. The facility they were going to use were not going to be... they were not going to allow them in to use those facilities because of one payment or the other and stuff. And now, you see where I have an issue. Let's put square pegs in square holes. Why am I saying this? If I don't expect the vice president or the president himself to know so much about basketball or football, but when you pull the right people that you know these persons know the game, then yeah, you could say Musa Kida was an ex-basketball player. Now he is the chairman of the NNPCL, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. He is still the MBBF president. No, if it works, then let it work. But if it's not working, why can't we do something different? You think I'm just talking about football? Where's the female league in Nigeria? This is a league I followed for a while. Where are the players? What's their level? See how they travel. See how we lose players year in, year out. The money is good. But if you are going to prove to me that it's not politics, then you must show it also on the local front, how it is growing from what it was. Not just increasing prize money. What is the league like? How many games are we seeing on TV? Who are the players we can actually look up to? Why should I even go to the stadium to watch these games? Aside when the Falcons or when the Tigers or when the Super Eagles or whichever team is playing. These are questions I want you to answer. If these questions can be answered, then it's going to be easy to say,
simple
yes,
question,
it's not politics.
For those on the days who are here, now we're done with Afro basket. What next? As a Nigerian basketball fan,
I just feel that...
What next? You wait for the next one again, we win it, and then you hail again. What happens?
So the thing is, for me personally, I feel we just rub on the surface and forget to build the foundation. Looking at the fact, I remember, first off, it was a fight for the presidency of the MBBF. Musa Kida and of course Umar, going neck and neck, and then of course they just neglected everything. I remember a time also when the girl said, "Oh, we've won things, but they've not paid us our money as far back," and they pulled out. They said they weren't going to play. Now you depend on this foreign base, just like Chuma said. But then again, how much money have they put into the league? How much of talents are we gathering? Are we bringing out? Because, yeah, I mean, it's a laudable achievement. But then again, we'll now wait. What if when these players phase out? We'll now wait. When these players phase out, who are we going to call? Who are we going to look up to? So I just feel it's a Nigerian problem, to be honest. And yeah, like you said, there's some political, thing about it. Because I remember having this conversation, and some people were like, they don't see the president giving the Tigers 100,000, like, the ladies. Others were like, we have enough money in the country, why not? But then again, I mean, you just look at it and say the reward of hard work, yes, is more work. Yes. But then how are we planning to keep the momentum? They say for you to remain where you are, you have to run faster. How are we planning to keep the momentum going? And that's where I have a problem, really, because at the end of the day, we'll just clap and say, oh, good one, Nigeria winning 5 times. But who are the ones that we are bringing up to take over when this one's phase out as far as basketball is concerned? We just focus more on football, and then basketball, even at the top, there's still some kind of power tussle. So when you are tussling for power, how would you remember to give those that need to be given the facilities to do well? So I just feel it's like a round, how do you say, a merry-go-round. We keep going exactly. We keep going in circles, and it's going to continue for a long time unless something meaningful is done, honestly.
All right, well, we'll get to the phone lines right now. Want to say something, Adeze?
Yeah, what I want to say is that I'm just sitting down and thinking that the Sports Commission has a lot to do. The Sports Commission has a lot to do, and somebody's there now. I'm still waiting. Before I traveled, I said I was still waiting for that clear blueprint of what Shehu Diko has to offer. He's done an incredible job. He was in Morocco that night to leave the trophy, give medals. I thought I saw him around the Tigress again. Oga, the buck now is no longer the sports money attached to youth and development. There's now a commission that is like a separate ministry itself. I'm putting it to him because he may have received allocation. We want to start hearing, if you go to social and social center, this is what we have on ground. Every street in Casablanca and Rabat has mini football, has open field, has volleyball, has they just put them there. It's intentional. For that kid who doesn't really have access to luxuries, you can just go there and start playing. The facilities are there. All people are asking for is facilities, infrastructure. So I feel like everything comes back to the Sport Commission. Oga, what are you doing? Because all of the accusation is that sports is under youth, it should not be there. Now there's a commission. What exactly is he doing? I'm waiting for that plan. I think it was Gusso that we understand is building a hotel and some one artificial turf and one
like a training facility for the Super Eagles and football national teams.
Of course. He's the one, I think that's the only project.
FIFA funds too comes in, so that's supposed to be, I'm sure, FIFA's fund.
I agree. I agree with you, but how many of the presidents in the past have come up with that? How many of them have come up with that brand new? It's still ongoing though. We'll still wait for it till it's completed. But what about the Sports Commission? Somebody has done for football. Who is doing for basketball? Who is doing for athletics? Olympics is almost here, my people. Yeah. Olympics is almost here. Are we still paying at least 5,000 naira? There's a president in court of sports now. That's why I'm using the word. Let's start asking questions. And I'm asking myself, how is somebody an NPC CEO and you're still basketball president? Something is not right. These are two demanding jobs that requires your presence. Something is not right. Somebody has to relinquish one. How are you a whole NNPC top dog and you're still holding down the basketball federation and everybody's keeping quiet?
Well, to be fair, he just got that appointment recently from the federal government, and he was elected for 4 more years in the MBBF. So I think he has about 2 or 3 more years with the MBBF. Man, we're going to get to the phone line to pick your calls, right? I'm keen to hear from you. This one on WhatsApp says, good evening, Chuma, Azu, Adeze, Overdose. My name is Chris from Alaba. Congratulations to the champions of Africa. Good one for the president. But let me tell you the truth. 2027 election is loading. Thanks. That's what he says. Good evening, gentlemen and lady. It's a gradual process. Firstly, firstly, do you know what our Super Falcons suffered during the early days of women's football? What about other heroes in football? You say we have a commercial break. Let's just go in for this. When I come back, your message is quite a lengthy one. I'll read more comments of yours and everybody else connected to the show. I will give you one play money.
Update. Yes, so Boku Store don't add bunker products to their shelf. High quality for low prices. Chula tomato paste for 140 naira. Rio's toilet cleaner for 2,000 naira. Eluboy shoe for 37 and the Go Vita sachet for 150 naira only.
Oya shop Boku for prices way cheapest market and high quality for low prices. Boku not far from you.
Iboku abi no Boku.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Crema. Where you need to have the break time. Kivo Crema. It's not tea or margarita. Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, so.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry. Speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1. To protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3.
Hey, I beg, which app I go fit apply for quick loan and get disbursement as soon as possible?
Now, na Sofri. See, Sofri app dey easy to use, and to apply for the Sofri Nano Loan, it is simple and fast. Them not there for too much to read. You fit access from 5,000 naira up to 100,000 naira now. Just your name, phone number, and email. Sofri na the bank shop as well.
So, how I go take see the Sofri Nano Loan?
Sharply, go your Play Store or App Store to download the Sofri app. SOFROI. Create your account, put all your KYC information, then you go call apply for the Nano Loan, and you go receive them sharp. Meanwhile, to sabi more information, call 02-013-302-657 or send email to hello@sofrisofri.com.
Sofri, borderless banking.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps, but there is more. Most apps have data saver modes. Activate them to control data usage. You can also go to settings to turn off auto updates. Lastly, close unused apps to save data when you ain't using your apps. These changes can make a big difference. For more information, visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for more helpful tips. Stay connected and enjoy smarter data usage. This message is brought to you by the Association of Telecom Operators and Nigerian Communications Commission.
Hey, party people. Jollof, gone. Pounded yam, gone. But water, unfinished bottles, abandoned like suya wrapper. Now, with the 33cl bottle, no waste, no wahala.
The new 33cl bottle. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. And thanks to our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Evic.
Evic who?
Eviction drama.
Shall we? Not for sale to persons below the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers. MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hi guys, I'm Victor Simet.
Be part of a system that shares.
The station where you matter.
to you watching live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3 Lagos. Thank you for always tuning. We appreciate your time.
It's 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Hi guys, I'm Victor Sime. Keep listening to keep listening to Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info.
Magic.
More magic for you on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome again to the Game On Show. We have Femi and the Gang. We have Azubike Onicha, who I dragged and told to stick around for a bit. Adeze Michael in here and Overdose alongside myself, Chuma. Your thoughts do matter to us too. It's very interactive what we do right here. So it's a pleasure having you join us. We had to extend the basketball conversation beyond courtside into Game On, courtesy of the fact that it's a big deal. We're champions of Africa for the 5th time in a row, and also the players have been rewarded. They deserve that and even more reward for their hard work, emerging as the best again in Africa. You have to go back to 2015 last time they lost. Did 2017 champions, 2019 champions, 2021 champions, 2023 champions, 2025 they've won again. Incredible feat really from our ladies who've dominated African football for about a decade at this African basketball, for about a decade. Of course, shout out to the Super Falcons as well too. They have dominated African football as well. But I'm saying that beyond the joy of these successes, what foundations have we laid to ensure that this thing will not stop halfway? It remains a consistent reality for us. And I'm saying that it's great that these monies are getting to the players, but how much money are we channeling into infrastructure and also development of the leagues in the country that will bring talents? I'll churn out talent. We know how Musa Majanatu, who came through from Air Warriors in Nigeria, who plays in Spain now, how she was the stalwart for us in it was a Senegal game, I think, semi-final game, one of the games where she came in. Was it Cameroon fixture? One of those. Cameroon in the quarterfinals or even
the quarterfinal game, yeah.
She was the one who stepped up for us, stepped up to the plate to help us dominate and get victory. That's somebody from our league. That's what we're supposed to do, getting more persons like that. I was reading a comment from WhatsApp before we went in for that commercial break. Still to come on Game On tonight, by the way. We'll delve into football, transfer stories, so many happening. So many of those stories coming through at this stage. And also Nigeria's Ademola Lookman. What's the way forward for that superstar who seems to have an altercation with Atalanta at this time? Formula One fans, we have something for you too. And if you're a fan of Manchester United and other teams that have been playing pre-season friendly fixtures, but there's been so much action around, or hasn't there? Chan Eagles, the Super Eagles Team B, they may be dreaming of $100,000 too if they can win the championship for African nations. The first game against Senegal is for tomorrow. What has he been like in the camp of that Nigerian side? All of those things to you come. One play cash for you too. *347 *880 *3#. The code you can use to play. That's *347 *880 *3#. Or the website www.oneplay.ng. That's www.oneplay.ng. It's going to cost you only 500 naira for each entry of yours. And guess what? You could be one of the lucky persons to get 40,000 naira today, just like it happens every time we come around here as Femi and the Gang. Please, when you play, don't be too far away from your phone. We'll be calling our lucky winners as we progress. Good evening, gentlemen and lady. It's a gradual process. Firstly, do you know what our Super Falcons suffered during the early days of women's football? What of our other heroes in football, basketball, athletics, and other sports? I hail Mr. President for what he did in giving them what he has done. Check out the South Africa team. A player just quit the team. Please look at our basketball league. I watched basketball league in Nigeria, Lagos Islanders, First Bank basketball team. Where is Union Bank team or First Bank football team? My friends, I have been in the Nigerian sports team for more than 4 decades. I'm 60 years old this year. I watched table tennis at Roe Park with Atonda Musa, Francis Sule, and all the great guys. Yomi Bankole, the Hawk. The sports hall was full for the late Molade tennis tournament. Second base, Jerry. Anthony Kane has this one. I'm going to pronounce your name right, pardon me. Anthony Kane Williams, Esquire, from Badagry, Lagos, is sharing this with us. Nice to have your thoughts. Thank you for your wealth of experience you shared with us, and we appreciate you at the age of 60 listening to the show and contributing. I think you've made a point too. We were thriving in these sports you've mentioned so many years back. What has happened? Why have we dwindled? Which is why we're having the conversation we're having this time on the show. This one says, this is why I'm really tired of analysis. Same issue, because African countries are not ready to improve. That is why we will surely be under the white people in every ramification of life. It is really, really hot for every generation of African countries. The problem lies with our leaders. Until our leaders change their ideas of leadership, we'll surely still complain. Same thing all through the generation. I hope the future generations change everything. Sammy from Ikotun has this message. Thank you, Sammy. I'll do 1 or 2 calls and then just get Azu summation and allow the man. He's had a long day already as we get ready to switch to football. Phone lines blinking. What are you thinking? You can dial 0201 277 0993. That's 0201 277 0993. What's the way forward for Nigeria? How can we build a sustainable foundation beyond just the glitters that have come from these continental towns?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening to you. Welcome.
This is Lawrence speaking from Bogota.
Welcome, Lawrence.
So my own contribution is that Africans, they are not ready, especially our leaders. How can somebody be the chairman of NNPC, still be the chairman of Nigeria Basketball, or whatever? Look at South Africa. Non-African countries ready to bid for the World Cup. Look at South Africa. South Africa will set the World Cup. Nigeria has nothing to even be proud about. We don't have stadiums. We don't have anything. So look at the stadium. Some of the Bermuda Stadium in Benin is not working. Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba is not working. The one in Lagos is not working. The one in Abuja, Moshida Jola Stadium, the same thing. So which infrastructure do we have? None. So how are we going to develop? South Africa that hosted the World Cup 2014, was it 2014 also?
2010, yes.
Nigeria are better. 2010, Nigeria are better than them. How many players did they have playing their training abroad? But year in, year out, they talk about the Nigeria player home and abroad. The likes of Osime and the list continue like that. Mention 2 South African players or 3 South African players that will eat the like year in, year out. The same thing to Egypt, all other African countries. None. But Nigeria should be ashamed of themselves, especially our leaders. No investor, all of them, they are just, even if the government should invest in the league, they are just doing that to get masses to campaign for them. That is just it, and nothing more.
All right, thank you for your call. Nice to hear from you this evening. On Facebook, you're dropping your comments too. We're streaming live on Facebook. And this one from Ozor Francis Namani says, I'm watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Good evening, Femi and the gang. Congratulations to the Tigress for making Nigerians proud once again. Nice to have you join us all the way from Enugu State. Great. Well done. Biodun Batmos is speaking to and just says Mr. Chuma is on point. Thank you, Biodun. You also can drop your comments on Facebook as you're dropping them on WhatsApp and through X at Nigeria Info FM. We'll keep carrying you along. As you help me, just 2 more calls and then I get your summation before we let you rest from the basketball talk and go to football. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Juma.
Good evening.
Yeah, Maduka from First Tag.
Welcome, Maduka.
And the other people in the studio.
Good evening to you.
I just want to say, I just want to say this, and it doesn't matter whatever argument is a personal opinion, and I have to say it as a Nigerian, whatever may be the other people's argument. What the president has done is a poor economic decision that he has made. $30,000 would have been okay. Then we redistribute the resources to other areas that are lacking. You remove subsidy, did some other things, and you are doling out money. It's in continuation of his extravagance. But let it be, because it's choking him. Then they go like, maybe they will win and come. Now he moved down from house to land. When Chanek will come, I don't know what he's going to give. It's just like people are discussing. Look at infrastructure. What are the sports plan for coming from his own administration? The grassroots, all these things. It's not there. It's just a knee-jerk reaction to a popular sport to pull for political gains. It's a poor economic decision. It is a personal opinion, and that's entitled to their own. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you for your call. Nice to hear from you too. Zu, please. You don't turn my telephone handler. Thank you so much for your thoughts, Azu. So I can let you, have some respite for yourself. I'll pick this call and then you give me your summation. Hello, welcome.
Hello, Chuma. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good.
Please, what's your name?
Yeah, this is a guy from Calabar. Is Asukwa.
Oh, Asukwa, welcome.
Yeah, how's it going?
Great. Oh, nice to hear from you, man.
Yeah. Good evening, Azu. Good evening
to you.
Welcome, the guys that are coming in. Yeah. Yeah. So, a quick one. Nigeria is is a place that, like I spoke with Marianne in the afternoon. Nigeria is a place that, when you try to put your mind in it, you have to take some high blood pressure medicine. I try to listen to some of the personalities we are celebrating today. The Siemens of today, Nadozie. So I try to listen to their stories and hearing, I did not have boots, I did not have this, I did not have that, So must it be that until they get to a certain level before they are invited, they are called upon, compared to, if you look at the Egyptian League, at least their national team, I mean to say, most of their players are within their ranks. They're coming from there. South Africa, the same thing. But Nigeria is here, foreign-based players, because they've established themselves. When are we going to start from within? When is a certain Eyimba man? I mean, my own Rovers in Calabar. I mean, I don't even know where Rovers is now. So it's a big problem. It's from the roots. It will take a bold step. Somebody who will have that mind to come in and say, this is what we want. Okay, Nigeria national team, we will have bulk of players coming in from the league in Nigeria. The so-called foreign base should be based on their foreign base. Let's focus on our own players and see how we can develop them too. Not until when they get to that stage, and you call them foreign based players, invited. So it's a problem that we need to go from the roots.
Okay.
That's where we start talking of Nigeria is somewhere. We are hosting this, we are hosting that. After that, my brother, it's not and void.
Oh, wow.
But we still have hope. We have renewed hope. So let's hope that it's going to work for us.
Sukwa,
thank you so much, guys. I'm really enjoying you guys here.
All right, Sukwa. Nice to hear from you. Have a blessed evening, okay? Thank you so much. So just before you run off, should be bright for us. Our men's basketball team, the Tigers, will also be in action sooner than later, right?
Yeah, just about 9 days from now. Is it 10th?
We're praying for them to go and win as well.
Pronunciation there.
Is it 13th?
Now the end of the day, I mean. I know about it. So it's just a couple of days from now. I think next week we should be watching to see what the Tigers will be doing. They did some wonderful
men's
stuff.
Afro basket, right?
They had to play some very good games to qualify in the end, and we needed to get players also
from abroad to come and help us.
We just know how to run on. So it came to pass. We've not won the title since 2015. I got to the final. Remember we were whites. So it's a good stuff. We just wait to see how they are going to run through that one. That's what everybody is waiting for at this point in time. But quickly on how it looks for the teams that will be participating. I think I should just
very quickly
let that out as quickly as possible. We've got 4 teams each on a group. Group A has got Cote d'Ivoire, Congo, Cape Verde, and Rwanda. And Group B, you've got Tunisia, Madagascar, Nigeria, and Cameroon. And in Group C, you've got the host Angola, South Sudan rather, Guinea, and Libya. And also in Group D is Senegal, Mali, Egypt, and Uganda. An interesting tournament to watch out for. Just as I round off, as you mentioned, there was something that was said by one of the callers. I think it was the last caller. Do we always have to share the stories of how we had humble beginnings? It's not a bad idea, but just like a particular pastor said, Sam Adeyemi, it now looks normal. We went through that same stage. Yusuf, you must go like that. They must take lights. You must stay inside darkness. You must buy candle. You must use stove. You must go knock door to beg for matches. You know, basic things like that. I remember how I went through.
To us, we feel that's the beauty of the story.
Some of these guys never went through any of these things,
and they still won in life. So you don't have to suffer first before you win in life.
Akim Olajuwon is just about 62 years. He left this country when he was just about 18 or over 18. He went there and played for the US national team. He's called Akim the Dream till date. One of the best centers to ever play the game. If you talk about the best top Hall of Famers, top 20, top 30, as far as the NBA is concerned, you mentioned Akim Olajuwon. That's how good he was. He didn't play basketball until he was 15. There are talents in this country, Chuma. 100 courts to be built by a Nigerian, Masai Ujiri in Rwanda. One of them has been built, $26 million already dedicated. That guy played basketball in Nigeria, but things no work. He won the NBA as the general manager with the Toronto Raptors. The first time a Canadian team will win it. It's how much talent we've got in Nigeria. But we still wonder how some people will still wear Agbada and come and become your leaders. I'm not saying it is wrong to wear native, get my point. But what are you putting behind that stuff? Are we just picking names because they are there? And we have guys who can make it happen for us. Chuma, we know what we're supposed to do, not just one drop. And we'll just keep suffering. It's just a painful thing. No league, no players. I saw something in Bender Insurance. 25 players. They said they are doing a shake-up. How do you do a shake-up with 25 players being released? Your top players are part of it.
It's Nottingham Forest.
I think I'll leave it at this point.
Thank you. Thank you for coming through today, man. And thank you for staying back. I had to, drag it, stay back. And let's just expand even more on this, the Tigress talk and basketball talk in the country. This is still Game On, the Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria. And for next up will be stories around football, the Chan Eagles, Ademola Lookman, and your favorite teams signing one player or another. Over those in here, Daisy and Michael, and yours truly, Chuma. And hey, time to mention to you that our guys at One Play have the right backing for you as well. To money to be won by you, *347 *880 *3#, the code you can use to play, *347 *880 *3#, or the website www.oneplay.ng. That's www.oneplay.ng. Let's take the excitement to higher levels now, shall we?
Game On with Femi and the Gang just got more exciting. With content richer than ever before. It's 3 hours of undiluted fun from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Monday to Friday every week on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We have you covered every day of the week. Monday to Friday, Game On, 7 to 10 p.m. Football Frenzy on weekends, 12 to 9 p.m. And we even have extra time to where we need to. Sometimes we're going to penalty shootout if we have live football to bring your way to. That's the beauty of what we do right here. Well, over now to the football side of life, and so much happening in the transfer window. Teams are signing. Chelsea have signed again. Manchester United are now battling Newcastle for a certain player, and all of those kind of conversations. But we have to focus on our country first off, right? This guy is highly respected, seen by many as one of the best of his generation. It's understandable. In fact, he's the best player in Africa at this time. What's the problem? Why is the best player in Africa struggling to actually get it right in the Italian Serie A? Why has he had to come out really on social media to share his thoughts on the team that he's supposed to love so much?
It's incredible. I think I said this earlier in a few interviews. I said the unwavering support I get and the love I get back home from our people is unbelievable. It gives me the motivation to try to inspire myself and try to evolve in different areas of myself, not just in my game, just me as a person also. And I think that's taken me to a new level. Obviously, competing in the AFCON this January. Unfortunately, we lost in the final. But that whole tournament, I think it catapulted us as the Super Eagles back again, and we have the support from back home. So, that's incredible.
Feel the magic in the air.
Feeling around Ademola Lookman, best player in Africa, at least until somebody else takes that award later this year or maybe early next year from CAF's POV if they want to wait until the end of the AFCON before they reward that star who has stood out as the very best on our continent for the last year or so. Lookman though was forced to come out on Instagram and X just about 24 hours ago to share that he has sent in officially a transfer request to Atalanta, the team he plays for. He scored a hat-trick, we wouldn't forget that in a hurry, in the Europa League final 2 seasons ago to help his side win their first ever major silverware in European football. And so what has happened? Well, this is a bit of a quote from Lukman. He said, as a result, and after many months of broken promises and what I feel has been poor treatment towards me as both a human being and as a professional footballer, sadly, I have had no choice but to speak out for what I believe is right, and I feel that enough is enough. I can confirm I have now handed in a formal transfer requests. You have to push a player to the wall before you have this happen. But I want to find out from Adesina and Overdose and you two connected to this broadcast. Are we looking at the pattern here, or is it just a football thing? Can we say it's a Nigeria thing or an African thing, or is it an all-encompassing conversation of challenges that players face when they want to leave from one club to another in football? And I say so because it's just recently Victor Osimhen, only last week, finally sorted that deal, moved on to Galatasaray officially from Napoli. We know how lengthy that back and forth was for over a season. In fact, Inanga had to go to Galatasaray on loan at the point when he didn't want to play for Napoli. That's an Italian Serie A side that a Nigerian played for, that a Nigerian was top scorer for, that a Nigerian helped to win their first ever Serie A title in about 3 decades. Now Atalanta and Lukman, that's an Italian team again, that a Nigerian player scored goals for, that a Nigerian player gave them a hat-trick in the Europa League final to help them win that silverware. And these two players are similar. Osimhen was African Footballer of the Year when his issues started with Napoli. Lukman is African Footballer of the Year now with his issues with Atalanta. Are we going to accuse the guys in Italy of not being fair to our stars, or is this where football is now? What do you think, Overdose?
Well, I think it's a general thing, not just in Italy. Maybe the intensity might be more in Italy, but you look at Alexander Isak, you look at what he's going through right now at Newcastle. I remember at a point in time, Dimitri Payet wanted to move. West Ham were really saying, you know what, he cannot move, and then he had to force an exit. You look at players these days, some of them actually, they just say, okay, you know what, we've had a discussion, a gentlemanly discussion. I'll take you also to Victor Gyökeres. You see what happened before he could move to Arsenal. The president, after having a gentleman-like discussion with him and agreeing with Victor Gyökeres, decided, you know what, on a second thought, I don't want to sell you the money that we agreed. I want to put more money. And Victor Gyökeres said, I'm going to go AWOL. Look at Jan Wissa as well. Wants to leave Brentford, and they're saying no. They rejected, bids. And the man is saying, I'm not going to play for Brentford anymore. So, it's where football is right now. Clubs just feel that, you know what, you are essential to us, you are very, very important, and we don't want to let you go on a cheap. And I understand where Atlanta is coming from, but if Inter Milan really want him, they should pay the money. I don't know why clubs are doing that, but where I have a problem is where a club tables a bid and you're saying, no, it's too low, or it doesn't meet your valuation. If you've actually put a player up for sale and you say, okay, 70 million, and the club meets for 70 million, don't come back 5 days again. Or 5 days after that and say, you know what, I want it to be 120 million. I made a mistake the first time, and it doesn't sit right with both the player as well as, of course, the fans of the club, because on the second thought you just feel, what's going on with this club? So for me personally, I think it's where football is right now. The intensity may vary, but clubs that deem players very, very important will say, you know what, we don't want him to go on the cheap. But again, you should have actually stuck to the price. That's why for clubs, I would really say that going forward, you look at a player and say, Chuma Noli, you're a very good player. If any club wants to come and meet you and come sign you, we'll sell you for 50 million. And then when the club comes with 50 million, you say, you know what, Chuma Noli is more than 50 million. Let's put it at 75 million. And then you begin to, go round and round. That's what happened, with Victor Osimhen and Napoli. Aurelio De Laurentiis, after initially agreeing that this is the money we're going to sell Victor for, later on changed his mind, and the player was like, what's going on? And it really affected him not to even talk about, the fact that he was abused by the club for missing a penalty, trolled on TikTok. Ademola Lookman, when a player says there are so many things behind the scenes that I don't want to talk about, he's had it up to here. And that, for me personally, is what clubs should avoid doing to players, especially players that have fought for you, giving you prestigious moments. Look at what he did in the Europa League, and you pay him like that. It's so unfair to me. So unfair.
When we return from this commercial break, I'll get Adese's thoughts on that too, because that will be like a conversation for us for the next set of minutes before we delve into more transfer stories. if it's a pattern between Italian teams and Nigerian players, albeit African players, then what will be the way forward? If you think it's a holistic thing like you have mentioned over those, then what's the way forward for football itself too? Because we keep having these back and forths. That's why we had that bossman contract and law years back. We'll be back after this.
The group chat said, come through with surprises and drama. And you did, with Gordon's in hand.
We'll cling to that.
Gordon's, shall we? Not for sale to persons below the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
There is something about good news. You can't keep it to yourself.
Guys, it has finally happened.
There is something about joy. You can't keep it to yourself. And there is something about the rich taste of Lipton. You can't keep it to yourself.
When you get something you enjoy, you share. Lipton Yellow Label. Tea so good, you want to share.
Madam, I beg, bring one cold can of Malta Guinness.
I beg, make them two. Quick, before driver move.
Oh yeah, take. One na 600 naira. So na 1,200 for the two.
Yes, so. Malta Guinness is now 600 naira. Now you get the same refreshing, nourishing, rich premium Malta Guinness for just 600 naira. Available at stores near you. Malta Guinness, here for every kind of you.
No be party jollof this thing.
I beg, make nothing hungry you again today.
I am pregnant wife with the follow talk so.
Neighbor, I beg.
Neighbor, just one spoon.
No wahala.
Chef, what be your secret?
Now, Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder gets spicy stew, goat meat, fried rice, and roasted beef from great aroma to great taste.
Elevate every meal with Mr. Chef Seasoning Powder. Chef.
All right. Business meeting in Banjul on Monday, then back to Lagos for the family dinner on Tuesday. Oh, can't wait for the boat cruise in Banjul on Wednesday. And then Friday, I will...
Hold up, all in 1 week? Do you realize Banjul isn't just across the street?
Well, with ValueJet's new routes, it's easier than ever.
That's right. Enjoy affordable flights, reliable service, and a smooth travel experience with ValueJet from Lagos to Banjul and back. Come along and experience Banjul, the smiling coast of Africa, with us. Book now at www.flyvaluejet.com.
ValueJet. Wings for everyone.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
If the world was ending, I wanna be next.
It is an incontrovertible fact that the future of power is solar. It is becoming increasingly clear that solar is the way to go if reliable, clean, and uninterrupted power is our goal. Our homes need power, our offices need power, our public buildings need power, our lives and activities need power, and of course, I mean reliable power. Now, at the Solar World Electric Technology Limited, we have cut our teeth as professionals in the business of solar and renewable energy, ranging from inverters, lithium-ion batteries, solar panels, solar water heating systems, solar street lights, etc. You can visit our office at the Seco Mall, 5th Roundabout, Lekki Epe Expressway, Jakonde, Lagos, or our website on www.solarworldelectric.com, or you can call us on 0906 331 5492. Solar World Electric Technology Limited. We are redefining the limits.
This summer, don't just take a break. Live in it at Ziba Beach Resort. Whether it's summer romance, a summer family escape, or that long overdue solo recharge, Ziba is your slice of beachside bliss. Let the kids roam free while you dive into delicious meals, refreshing ocean dips, and those unbeatable breezy vibes. From daily activities for both kids and adults, there's something for everyone. Just visiting? Don't worry. We've got you covered with our day passes too. Book your summer spot now at zebrabeachresort.com or call 0704 730 0013.
This taste na banger, this taste na creamy rich, this taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Thickness, enjoyment, yumminess, happiness, delightfulness, deliciousness, smoothness. This taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1.
Enjoy more creamy richness with the new Nescafe Original 3-in-1 in the new pack. That's strong, finish strong.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with a new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry. Speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Omo! See package! This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir. That's me.
Huh? Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House pack in your hand.
The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
Okay, sandwich, fruits, and water. The new 33cl Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Handy size for my little ones. No more half-finished bottles coming back home.
The new 33cl bottle. Big enough to refresh, small enough to finish. And thanks to our trusted 13-step quality process, every drop is refreshingly safe. Nestle Pure Life Premium Drinking Water. Source of hydration you can trust.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Hi guys, it's Michelle Lozia, forward with the Houston Dash in the U.S. Thanks you guys so much for listening to Femi and the Gang 99.3 on Nigerian Info FM.
Feel the magic in the air.
Feel the magic in the
Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the gang driving things on the Game On show. And it's fun having you as part of this one. Your thoughts pouring in via the WhatsApp portal using X at Nigeria Info FM and even with our live stream on YouTube and Facebook. I read a few comments from those platforms already. I'll be taking even more of them as we progress. My name is Chuma in here with Adeze and Overdose. You complete the partnership for us and with us. Just before the commercial break, we're speaking about the best player in Africa who's been forced now to hand over and hand in a transfer request to his club Atalanta, telling them, guys, if a deal comes for me, please allow me go.
And the winner is Ademola Lookman.
Hailings to the superstar, still has the award till now as the best player in Africa until someone else gets that of him. But he doesn't seem to be treated with respect this time by his team Atalanta, at least based on his thoughts that he shared on social media. Daisy Michaeline here, surely she'll be telling me about what she makes of this, more so with the thought process that this could be a pattern in the space of 1 year now. The same thing is look like it's the same thing. The Nigerian star Victor Osimhen finishes as top scorer in the Serie A the last 2 years. Finishing as top scorer helps Napoli win their first Scudetto in 3 decades. And the next season, disrespect now comes. They make fun of him, the official handle on social media, for missing a penalty. And he gets angry at that. And relationships break to the level where he wants to leave. And they are still the frustrated teams that wanted to get him, like PSG wanted to get to Osimhen. Before they went on to win the Champions League last season, they would have had Osimhen as a player from last summer, before, of course, the start of last season. But they were frustrated by Napoli's leadership. Now, Ademola Lookman, too, scored a hat-trick to help his side win their first ever European trophy. Best player in Africa, and then disrespect comes. He misses a penalty or so, and the coach goes online to disrespect him while speaking to the press, to the rest of the world. And the relationship also breaks down a bit. It's gotten so bad now that he's saying, hey, I love this club, I love the fans and everything, but these people have reneged on promises that they made to me, agreements that we had, and it's frustrating. I've been disrespected as a human being and also as a footballer, and I have to speak out now. I want to leave. I've handed in a transfer request. Is this a pattern towards African and Nigerian players today, or is it just what football is all about these days?
It's not what football is all about these days. No, there are some players that find it easy to make that move. It doesn't matter whether there's release clause or not. It doesn't matter what was agreed in the past. Some players actually have it smooth, especially the foreign players.
Not
the
top
Europeans.
players, not top players. We're talking about top players.
That's what I'm saying. Some of them have it even difficult. Somebody like Isaac now is a top player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they making it easy for him? No. They're not.
So give me a name of a top player that they made it easy for.
No, the very good question. Vicha Kvaratskhelia, Napoli. Did you hear any noise about his move? Quietly. He just told them. In fact, he gave them only 3 days notice. I followed that story. That is going. 3 days. Baba went to Paris Saint-Germain. No scratch. Did you hear? And he's even in the middle of the season. He abandoned Napoli's project. Ancelotti, De Laurentiis, nobody could stand in his way. Who is your
PSG
representative?
made valuation now. That's what I'm telling you.
Do you know how many times
Napoli wasn't shifting goalposts for Kvaratskhelia like they were doing for Osimhen?
How many times that Al-Ali decided to pay extra what Osimhen would? I'm just using Al-Ali
That's
as an
what
example.
I'm saying now. I'm saying that they didn't do the drama with Kvaratskhelia.
They didn't do it with him because we are saying the same. They didn't do it with him because Kvaratskhelia is Kvaratskhelia. He's from Georgia, right? Now they are doing it with Isaac. They don't do with. They wanted to do the Mbeumo. Mbeumo was just straight up going.
You say what? Clear. They didn't do it to Mbeumo.
They didn't do it to Mbeumo.
You know how many times Man United submitted bids?
That one is different.
You say that one is different. I'm telling you, it's what football is all about.
I'm not talking about.
Apart from Kvaratskhelia, give me another name.
But Son has told Tottenham he's going now. And Son, no argument. Tottenham.
No, he's going. He's
10 years. No, that one is fair way now. 10 years. I mean,
he's going on a free.
But at no point did you see Spurs have the kind of trend thing where they were trying to force him extend your contract. I know exactly.
Look at Trent.
I know what I'm saying. Is with some players when they look.
That's my point. Now,
but that's what football is all about, my brother. Not for some players.
Where they go fit. If they no say your agent is a top guy, they no go do you anyhow. I know why I'm saying that. Not be everybody where they go do that thing. Okay, what of Florian Wirtz? It was just about maybe small money. I agree here and there. There was any drama?
Yes, there was.
There was no drama.
There was
issue on the field, not the player himself.
Either there was drama.
Now, for Ademola Lookman, they told him his valuation is 50 million. And Inter met that. Why keep him? Why? Okay, you feel like suddenly you've realized that he's worth more than that. Why did you put that amount of money? What of Alexander Isak? He told them since. It was this morning that I found out that he told them, not just now, for a player to leave Newcastle and travel to Spain to freshen up, time for even Ademola Lookman to come out openly. And remember, preseason is over. League will soon start. Any club you want to join, at least you should be part of their project. Let the coach see you and know how he wants to use you 3 weeks prior. So you don't wait till we don't enter 1st week of August. They are not playing ball with any club. Inter, and the boy said he wants to go to Inter. Not everybody waiting they do him. If you look at
why is Inter not meeting Atlanta's valuation? Atalanta has said if you want to buy him for so.
And they did.
Inter Milan
news over those. Go back and check.
They didn't meet up.
They met up 50. Oh dear Lord, 50 million pounds.
What was the initial valuation?
The initial, it has always been 50. It has not changed.
It's not 50.
They met the valuation, but Atalanta feel like the same thing we they talk about. The one that they did to Victor, that when I read it, I nearly shed tears. Was they told him that he will not sign for an Italian club for 2 years. Do you even know what Inter said? Atalanta are telling Ademola Lookman that they told him they will not play for any Italian club. That's where, in fact, the whole of this talk now that I'm talking is that there's agreement and disagreement. That they told Lookman that he will not play for any Italian club, and Lookman wants to go to Inter. Now there, wahala. There's nothing about money now overdose. It's not about money. I'm telling Lagos categorically that waiting they cost wahala. Lookman wants to stay in Italy. He loves life there. Obviously, that place has made him to resuscitate his career after all of those panicking after Everton, Fulham, failures, Leicester City. Let me stay in Italy and give Inter. And if you're with Inter for another 2-3 years, at least you go like play Champions League semi-final, final. You go win league. It's a wise decision. So why are they not wanting our star players, African players, to play in the league? So you don't want him to come and score against you. So Victor has been treated like a common. Do you know what it is? That he will not sign. Force him to sign. He will not play for it for 2 years. You know, everybody wouldn't go do him. It's not a common thing in football, Chuma. When somebody like Jonathan Bane or your Jimenez or late Pogba's Mino Raiola or even Pini Zahavi, these men, they belong to a certain group. You cannot mess up with their clients now. You can't mess up with their client. They'll go blackmail una, leak una emails. PSI will come for you people. A lot of things are happening behind the scene in football. Not everybody way you go just see say maybe don't look now, they no get agent, they no get strong backup. So you go carry them, they drink Gary.
Atalanta
it's not about money.
Holding out 50 million euros for Ademola Lookman.
No be money.
Inter is tabling 45. Why can't they just pay the full 50?
No be
and they tell you,
no be money.
You say it's not money. I just checked it now. It's there on the internet.
They told Ademola, bro, we are going to sell you. It is not an Italian club.
Atalanta is asking for 50 million. Inter Milan is tabling 45. What happened to the remaining 5?
That is not the
Will you fall from heaven?
That is not the end of the story.
No, what is the end of the story? But you just told me now that they offer 50.
They don't want him to play in Italy. Now the Coco be that.
My initial argument was that Inter Milan don't want to pay the asking price, and you said it's not about money. But now, why can't they? If you really want a player, pay the 50 million and get him.
And they said they don't want to sell him to Inter. I know they hear word.
Why is Inter tabling 45?
If he's going to Spain or England, then they can sell him. They don't want to sell him to a club that they will see him every year. They want to just ship him out completely, and that is slavery, if you ask me. So I don't get choice. I don't go tell you now where I won't go. What is that? You can only be meted out to African players. They no fit try with anybody. They no be trying with anybody anyhow.
I love the strong point both of you are bringing to the table. Enough to make me stutter right now, just listening to both of you come through. I'm going to share this part of Lookman's write-up and then go to the phone lines to hear from the listener too. Is this where football is now, or does there seem to be a pattern towards Nigerian and in expansion African footballers in Italian Serie A? Because the fact we've had 2 of these in the last 2.5 years, around 2 players that are African Footballer of the Year, or were reigning African Footballer of the Year when the issue started. And it's not like they were not important to their teams. They helped the teams achieve certain milestones. Look, man, help them to win the first European trophy in the history of that side. Osimhen helped them to win first Italian Serie A title in 3 decades after Maradona left in the 90s. And then they are being disrespected like this. Is it a pattern, or is this what football is right now as we speak with transfers and all of those? Lookman said this. There have been numerous club approach. There have been numerous clubs approach Atalanta in the past, and I have previously always stayed loyal. However, myself and the ownership of the club have been in agreement that now is the right time, and the club were clear with me that if a fair offer came in, they would allow me to move. Despite now receiving an offer in alignment to what I believe had been discussed, sadly, the club are blocking the opportunity for reasons I do not understand.
So from the get-go, Atalanta had already valued Lookman at 50 million. Now, Inter Milan tabled 40 million. Earlier, it was rejected. They now came again with 42 million plus 3 million in add-ons. Atalanta have rejected it. Now, they are coming with 45 million. Atalanta is saying no way. Because Inter Milan do not want to increase the price. They feel that,
offer.
Yes, the offer for Lookman, they feel that money is the right amount of money. Now, according to reports, the club's firm stance, which is Atalanta, is influenced by a sell-on clause agreed during Lookman's transfer from RB Leipzig. Under the terms of that deal, Atalanta must pay Leipzig 10% of any profit up to 20 million euros and 15% on any amount above that. So that is what is causing this problem. And if Inter Milan feel we need these guys strongly, then let them table the money. Let them sell and give Ademola Lookman a chance to play his football. Now Ada is saying because they don't want him to sell to another club.
I had to review the source. The president's statement. 2 agreements. Please look at it. That he has to be a top European club outside Italy. I show you see Amba. This is from Football Italia.
He has to be outside Italy.
Exactly. Now waiting, no be even that your money. See I'm here.
So why is Inter Milan not tabling 50 million for the player as agreed by Atalanta?
Inter Milan is not what they want. They don't want bid from Inter Milan. They want from outside of Italy now. Okay. So now that it's not coming yet, Ademola will have to
let
wait.
Inter Milan table the 50 million. They will be sure that it's because let them table the 50 million first. They will be sure that it's because of the fact that they don't want him to play in Italy.
Okay, for instance, look
they have not met evaluation. You're saying you don't want him to play in Italy.
Calm down. Let's discuss.
The player himself has agreed with Inter. I want to play with them. I want to play for them. And you are saying no.
Some clubs did try to tap Harry Kane when it was obvious that he was running out of contract and he won't renew. His brother was his agent. Some clubs did try to tap him. But what happened in the end? He went to Bayern Munich. Clearly, because Levi told him, Oga, you no go play for any club for England for now. Sent him to Germany. These things happen. Atalanta does not want to see Ademola Lookman playing against them week in, week out, scoring goals.
Well, there reports that Harry Kane wanted to join any Premier League club before he went to Bayern.
They punched Victor Osimhen.
No, tell me the Premier League club Harry Kane wanted to join when he was leaving Tottenham before Bayern came. Give me one.
There was no club basically.
So why are you saying Daniel Levy didn't want him to play in England when no English club tabled a serious bid?
Daniel Levy
we dey follow these stories now. They are not come here, you gonna do shawarma for us.
You will not read your mail.
Which mail?
You're even backing my points.
I'm not backing anything. I'm telling you that if Premier League clubs had come with the right money, Daniel Levy will have sold.
No way.
You say no.
He did it to Luka Modric. He did it to Gareth Bale. I don't win you now, Baba. I come with facts.
See.
Did Luka Modric play for any club in England?
Whether you like it or not.
Did Gareth Bale answer me?
No club in England. That's a different situation. We're talking about Harry Kane. How can you say he didn't want him to play in any club in England? Is it Harry Kane was even better than Robin Van Persie before Arsenal sold him to Man United?
Now why are you digressing?
No, I'm asking you now because no club. I just asked you now. Did any club table a serious offer for Harry Kane in England? You said no.
Overdose. The president of Atalanta came out to say that Lookman knows the agreement.
Oh, you've gone back to Atlanta now. It's no longer Harry Kane. Okay.
Yes, that is the subject.
Welcome to Fan Battle Game On.
That is the subject.
No. I'm just trying to set the record straight.
Granted the presser. He said, Ademola Lookman knows our stand. Our stand is that We don't want him to play for a club in Italy. And now I'm angry with that because that is slavery treatment. The man likes the Inter project. He wants to be part of it. He's a winger. He's going to play off the left. And Inter's squad is aging. He's 27, the peak of his powers. So that is why we are where we are. That is the bane of the issue. All those your 47, 50s, not what. Atalanta won't bid from a top club outside Italy. That is why Baba is having delay in his move. They want him to go. Okay, fine. He will go.
I think both of you have strong points to your argument because, like, Overdose has also said, okay, Inter, bring the 50 first of all.
Bring it 50. Let them will come there.
So I get what you're saying.
Atalanta don't want to listen to any club in Italy. Just the way Daniel Levy will not sell his superstar to any club in England. These things happen. It's malice.
Time to go to the phone lines. Who are you backing as to this argument? Because genuinely for me, it's not just about an argument for the fun of it, right? We're looking at if it happens that this is a pattern towards Nigerian players, then maybe is it time for us to say Nigerian players should avoid the Italian Serie A? If that's not the case, and this is what football is all about now, which is one of those things, then is this what players should start gearing up to finding themselves, situations that they should be finding themselves in moving forward? Should players be more careful when they are signing contracts with teams? If this is where we're going to be going to now with football, where you want to leave and it's like people are dragging you and not allowing you to move. You have the power now to speak to us. One play cash. Enough to make me stutter again. Just thinking about the one play money and the fact that we do have the draw for you later. You can dial *347 *880 *3 hash to play one play. *347 *880 *3 hash. Or use the website www.oneplay.ng. That's www.oneplay.ng. I wish I could hear more from you, Daisy, but we have 3 minutes before the commercial break.
10 seconds.
Squeeze in a few calls.
10 seconds.
Okay.
The quality of people around you will determine your future. Okay, now, if our players as well are also investing in quality lawyers, quality agents, remove money, pay. They know the game. When a club starts to maltreat you, they know how to follow. So sometimes to our players, if you don't see that, they want hire cheap people so that they don't go to pay money, maybe their wage or everything they come back to their pockets. So sometimes the choices you make as well look at the way they frustrated Victor. Look at Victor.
0201-277-0993. That's 0201-277-0993. We have more transfer stories to come your way, by the way. There's Tottenham Hotspur in the conversation. Chelsea to Manchester United and Newcastle are in the mix as to going for a certain striker. Hello, Walker.
Good evening, Chuma.
Yes, good evening. You're live on Game On.
Yeah, this is Nelson on the line.
Welcome, Nelson.
Okay, so please, I strongly believe Adese and Uradizu, they have made their own. Yeah, they've made a very good. And I wanted to touch some areas Adese touch. But what I want to say is there are some players that you don't mess with them. Like Ronaldo now, when Ronaldo says he wants to leave a club, there's no need of negotiation that you have to delay the guy before he moves. So I believe that another thing is that there's a way a club will look at somebody and say maybe they are the one that helped you to become who you are. So you live on your own. If they give you the guy before you leave, even if there's an agreement. So I think this thing is just all about the clubs looking at what the players have achieved in the club, thinking that okay, they are the one that give you the opportunity to achieve what you achieve. So you can't just live like that. You have to frustrate you. You want to live on your own. So I think the thing is just like the club just want to frustrate the player because they thought they are the one that gave you the opportunity to become who you are. That is what I just want to say, Chuma. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Nice to hear from you. Great to get your thoughts. Yeah, I saw a guy who people were lambasting, and he said stuff like, Lookman is ungrateful. That it's Atalanta that gave him a chance to shine when he didn't click in the Premier League and Bundesliga before that, and he should be grateful to them. So I get your point with your call. Hello, Walker.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
My name is Joshua from
are you still there, Joshua? Network challenge. Okay, we can hear you.
Okay. My opinion is the contract
Joshua, I'm so sorry. Your connection is not too clear. Please cut and call us back if you can, please, Joshua. I'd love to get those thoughts of yours. I can see comments also on WhatsApp and X. I'll be reading as many as we can as we progress. Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Choma.
Good evening.
Maruka from First.
Welcome,
Yeah,
Maruka.
Maruka from First. I support Diesel. You see, Inter need to make that bold move to put Atalanta to shame. Let Inter make that bold move. Let Atalanta reject it under the guise that he wants this guy to play outside of Italy. Then the whole world will know. But they haven't made that move. They're hesitant. Maybe there's something they know we don't know. But why are they not? It's just 5 million. If you want this guy badly, you go for him. You understand?
Yeah. But thank you so much for your call too. Nice to hear from you.
You don't understand what I'm trying to explain.
No, I get both of you. Like I said, have very, very important.
That the
points.
money is not the issue.
Let's go in for this commercial break. We'll say more. Really, if you're a fan of United, Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle, Chelsea, stay with us. Arsenal, we have all of you covered after now.
It's got basket now singing. Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini-Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini-Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Slap it like it's hot.
Hey, rewards to the lander. When I buy airtime and data on any network, I get up to 10% cash back. I pay my NEPA, DSTV, or StarTimes and call 3%.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.